Hey guys, Mark Harbert from markharbert.com here, and in this video I want to talk to you about how to handle rejection. This is one of the biggest things that holds a lot of people back. Boy, I've seen it over the years. It almost took me out on several of occasions until I actually learned some very, very valuable lessons, and I want to teach those to you here in this video. So if you find that every time somebody tells you no, you kind of cringe. If maybe you're watching this video and somebody's told you no and you've already decided that you're quit, you're done, this isn't for you, I'm not a salesperson. You know, a lot of those I'm not a salesperson excuses are really nothing more than excuses to cover the fact that people are afraid of being rejected. And I get it. I've been there. I've seen it so many times in my career. I've seen people that have huge dreams, huge aspirations, and one person tells them no, or they're nasty to them, and it just takes them out of the game. It's the most tragic thing I've ever seen in my business career, and I've seen it all too often. You know, it's not that rejection is not powerful. It very much is. It's a very, very, very powerful motivator. And it's a motivator in a negative way. You know, I actually heard a pastor one time, and he shared this concept with me. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a Christian. I tend to, listen to a lot of things that really help people on a spiritual side as well. But one of the things that he said was, there are two great motivators in life. You're either motivated by fear or you're motivated by love. And that was what really hit me in a big way. It was actually, that was one of the turning points for me where I realized that rejection was motivating me. It was motivating me in a negative way. You see, what I realized is that when people project their rejection on me, when they reject what I'm saying, I may be very convinced about what I'm saying, and I know that what I'm saying is right, or I know that what I'm saying is a legit thing. Like, for instance, you may be in a business opportunity. You believe in it. You believe in the products. You know the products are very beneficial. They've helped you. They've helped many other people around you. But then you go and share that with somebody you care about, and they reject you. They categorically reject you. They're not interested whatsoever. It's one of those things, and you are crushed. And I've seen that happen too many times. But let me give you an example of how you can actually overcome rejection and put it in its proper context. Now, let's say you're a server at a restaurant. I heard this one time from a leader on stage many years ago. I forget who it was exactly, but it was put like this. Let's say you're a server in a restaurant and you're handling many tables in that restaurant. Okay, and you've got coffee in your hand and you're going around refilling coffee cups. You walk up to the table, you say, "Would you like some more coffee?" "No, thank you." Now, at this very moment, what happens when that person says no thank you? Do you actually run in the back of the room crying and all upset because that person said no? Of course you wouldn't. Why? Because that person just didn't want any coffee. It wasn't the right time for them. However, when we do the same thing with our business, hey, look at this, check this out, look at my product, look at my business, and people say no thank you, what a lot of times happens then? People say, oh my gosh, and they take it personally. Why the difference? Why the difference? Maybe it's because you have some belief behind something. Maybe you actually believe in the product. You've made it a part of who you are. You have a belief in it, and that kind of hits you in the core of your being, something you believe in, and somebody else chooses not to even take a look at it. I believe that those are some of the reasons people have that negative reaction toward a rejection or somebody that says no. Now, here's the thing that you can do to make sure that you overcome it. Just understand the proper context. Many times when people say no to you, or many times if people give you a nasty reaction, or maybe they say something negative about you, you see, it's not you that they're rejecting. It's more than likely the business or the product, or it's a reflection of themselves. You see, many times people, when they feel inadequate, when they have feelings of not being worth a lot, they tend to project those feelings onto others. You know, one of the great principles that I love, and it's one of the things from the Bible actually, and it says that love your neighbor as yourself. You see, so what happens is you can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. And there's many people walking around in this world today that do not love themselves. They don't love themselves enough, and they project that negative feeling about themselves onto other people. And if you understand that, if you get that, then you can learn to take rejection and just throw it aside when it comes. You see, this is something that I've seen so many people get tripped up on. If you just realize that rejection is not a personal thing, it's not directed at you as a person. You may be a great person. You may be very helpful. You may be very active in your community. You may be somebody who brings a lot of value to other people's lives. But it's because of that rejection that causes people to run the other way. You know, one of the things that I heard many, many years ago from a leader in this industry, he said, you know, what's going to separate the people who win from the people who lose are the people who learn not to get emotional whether somebody joins them or not. You see, our emotions are a very, very powerful thing. They can propel us or they can take us down. You see, I've learned over the years to be very even with my emotions. I don't really get excited if somebody decides to join me in something. I'll be honest with you. There was a time when I was like super stoked. I was really excited, really happy when somebody joined me. But over the years, I realized that, you know what? I'm not going to get overly excited because here's the thing. Great, I want them to join, but it's up to them whether they go and do something about it or not. It's not a reflection on me if they decide to quit and not do anything, not do anything else with the business. So I learned that early on, and I am very even keel. If somebody doesn't join me, cool. If they do join me, cool. That's basically my reaction. Okay, so when it comes to rejection, just learn and understand that the game is not about whether people reject you or not. The game is your reaction to it when it comes, because it will come. In one form or fashion, it will come. And the more you go on to succeed, the more you go on to have success, I guarantee you people are going to throw barbs at you. People are going to do everything they can to knock you down. But it's in your mind, that mental toughness, that you're going to have to make the decision whether you want to allow it to affect you or you're going to allow it to propel you. That's the choice that you have when it comes to rejection. I hope you got something out of this. I hope it makes sense to you. It's a very, very powerful motivator. Do not allow rejection to be a motivator other than fuel to push on to continue to pursue your goals, your dreams, your desires in your business and grow your business. All right. I appreciate you. Have an amazing, amazing day. If you got value from it, share this around. Let other people see it. Share it with your team. It certainly can make a difference in your business. All right. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and leave me a comment below. Let me know if you got some value. All right. Bye-bye.